everybody, and welcome back to our Cat's Hill garage conversion and renovation. And today is kitchen fitting day, so we have Matt Hicks with us. Say hello, Matt. Hello. We have Matt Hicks with us, who will be taking the lead on fitting this kitchen, and I will be assisting him. We currently have Matt as a third body for the morning, but at some point he will be going off to start plastering one of our other jobs. But there's plenty for me and Matt Hicks to be getting on with. It's going to get confusing with this many maps around, isn't it? But yeah, we've got plenty to be getting on with, so we'll hopefully try and get some time lapses set up, and you can see how we fit a kitchen. Cheers.
Day 2 of our kitchen going in. We've not done too bad. It's now 8 o'clock in the morning on Thursday.
Yep.
Thursday. So hopefully we'll get all of the units in by lunchtime, and then it'll be a case of putting appliances in and getting doors on and things like sinks in and stuff. So I think the most difficult of this is probably going to be the dishwasher. I think integrated dishwashers are always the bane of every kitchen fitter's job. So hopefully that won't take too long. We'll set you up a time lapse and you can watch the lads at work. We have got joining us Matt from Matt Hicks Carpentry. Caught him by surprise there. Matt's joined us to install this kitchen for us with Isaac assisting. So, like I said, we'll set up a time lapse and you can watch us. Morning. We are back and doing our second fix. So I'll flip you around and you can have a look at what we're doing. So we're just currently doing our second fix, carpentry. So we'll start with skirting and we're going to work our way all the way around the room, and we're going to go that way all the way around until we get to that point, and then we're going to run along here. So we've just got our first piece of skirting in, and what Isaac's doing at the moment is, because there is, if you can see, there's a bit of a dip in the floor there, and there's a bit of a dip in the floor there, and the reason for that is that we opted not to completely re-screed this floor due to budgetary reasons. So what we did was we put the laminate straight on top of the existing floor, and because it's not perfectly flat, we're just going to have to scribe and cut out with a jigsaw this little section. If you can just see the pencil line there, that's what we're going to have to cut out. That way we can get rid of hump number 1, or should I say dip number 1 and dip number 2, and it sits perfectly flat on the floor. We will set up a time lapse and you can watch us do some second fix. So we've got the new toilet in. This is just a temporary toilet because the customer at some point is going to be redoing this whole bathroom suite. And what we didn't want is to be putting a nice expensive toilet in there only for it to be taken out and replaced. So yeah, it gives the customer what we need, which is a working, functioning toilet for the time being. We've also got the washing machine feed elbows and moved out with an ISO valve put on. So that is ready now for the washing machine to go in, and now we should be able to put our cupboard in once we've replaced this patches plate here with a single socket one. We've also got our skirting on in the living room. Go around the corner and we're just putting these bits on now. Got the architrave up so we can get the skirting board in, and we've also got the window board in as well. So this window board is going to be plugged and screwed so it's nice and secure into the brickwork there. And then what we're going to do with the skirting is we are going to continue the skirting around this corner and again on here, so it's nice and seamless, but obviously we're going to have to do a bit of jiggery pokery because it's going to have to step up over the size of the window board, which is 25mm. Gavin's back working in this tiny little closet toilet. He's just putting the wall sink in now, and then he's going to be getting the toilet in. We have managed to get the stop tap for the mains water poked through, which now means that once this unit goes on, once this work surface goes on, there's no reason why we can't do the second fix for the kitchen, because the sink will drop in. It'll just be a case of screwing it up and then job done. Darren's behind me thinking, well, it's not just that easy, but from a contractor's point of view it is. And this is our new door. So this door here, which is absolutely beautiful, cost a fortune, this door did, is going to go there, and the reason we're putting that glazed door there is because we want some light which just flows through the entire centre of the house, because that way it lights up this area along with the skylight, lights up this area along with these windows and that door, and we just get a really nice light house. The lads at the moment are just jigging the countertop. Look at this. We love a bit of proper joinery, we do. A bit of jiggery pokery. And as always, Isaac's just not working. He's contemplating how he can injure himself this week and have another week off work. Anyway, let's set up some time lapses for you and you can watch us work. Darren's just getting the sink ready. We've got this section of the second worktop now. This is worktop number 2. It's all in. So we've got the hob, sink's gone in there. First fix for the sink's all been done. We have also done some of the guttering. And I'll take you through. We've got the cladding finished off as well. We've just got a very small piece right here that we need to fill, but we'll get that done tomorrow, and then we'll put a bead of silicone all around and a bead of silicone down there, and then that'll be this section all finished off. End of a working day now, and we have got one sink in. Well chuffed with that. We've also got a start made in our utility, so we've got a cabinet there, we've got a floor to ceiling cabinet there, we're going to have a washing machine here, and we're going to have a wall hung unit here as well. Darren was just about to start his, just about to finish his second fix, and I completely forgot to tell him that the customer asked yesterday she could have an outside tap, so he's having to alter all of his second fix in order to accommodate that. So thank you very much, Darren, and many apologies. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have most of the woodwork finished off. We've got our doors now, we've got our beautiful glazed door. We've got our handles, so we're sticking, because this door's black and because it's got black handles, we're sticking with the theme of the dark handles or the black ones, and we're going to put these black handles onto those doors because that will contrast really well, and it will also match the kitchen because we have got some black units in as well. So we should be starting to get those doors in tomorrow. We just need to finish up a guttering. So what we haven't been able to put our downspout in, and the reason for that is because we've been waiting to see where our waste pipe for our kitchen sink was going to come out. So once that waste pipe is in, then we know where we can run our guttering. Now we have two choices. We could have had our downspout further in the corner and then branching down there and down into our gully, but the problem with that was it was going to cut the corner of the window, so we're going to have to go down here and then cut underneath the underneath the waste pipe and then straight into the gully. Anyway, see you all tomorrow. Dishwasher's going in. Isaac's just putting that in now. Apparently it's very fiddly, but these things normally are quite fiddly. Yep, sink is in, and we have got a utility. Just the doors to go on there, and that's where the washing machine's going to go. And then there's a bit of storage there. I think what the customer wants to do is get some shelves that she can put in there, and then she can put her detergent, washing powder, stuff like that on. So yeah, utility is coming on. We are liking this. Matt's just filling in a few cracks that have appeared. That's because although this wall is tied in with the existing garage wall, there's still been a bit of cracking which has happened, so we're just repointing that, making sure that that's all nice and watertight for the customer, because we are now into autumn. Dishwasher is in. We just need to pull off plastic, film that and send it to Iron-Eye's girlfriend, because fiance, because she loves plastic being pulled off things. So Marty's just putting the plinth in now. Isaac is finishing off in this utility, just getting that door on. We have managed to get all of our architrave on. We've just got this little bit in here that's left over, but it needs, if you can see, we've got about 60mm from there to there. The architrave is 70mm, so this piece and that piece needs to be cut down. That's just having a nice clean up for us, because we're going to start getting these floor protectors up. So hopefully this kitchen should be well and truly done from Matt's perspective by end of day today. And then we've just got the electrician coming in to do part of the second fix, just so we can get the kitchen operational. So we'll get the microwave and the oven and the hob all wired in. We'll get the extractor wired in as well. We'll get the dishwasher wired in. And then this kitchen will be fully functional for the customer. So our kitchen is almost finished now. We've managed to get the flooring up. We've left that plinth off because the electrician needs to get to the wiring underneath that, and what we don't really want to do is kind of secure that in, only for it to be a bit of a nightmare for the electrician to get out, and we don't obviously want him to damage it getting it out as well. So we've left that out for the time being. We've got one upstand on. We've got the next upstand that needs to go on, and once that goes on, the window board can then go on. We've got our splashback that is on, and we have got our utility all sorted. We've got the washing machine to go in there. Lovely integrated fridge freezer. We love that, and this is a particularly nice touch. This is our bin store. Absolutely wonderful. We've got the hob in now. Needs to be wired in, so it doesn't work. We've got the electrician coming in at the end of the week to wire in all of the kitchen, and then we've got on Friday, Darren is coming back, and he is going to introduce water back into the property. So he's changed the boiler, he's redone all of the pipe work kind of upstairs and downstairs. He's redone all the central heating as well. We've got one radiator there that's going to go in that space. We've got that radiator there that's going to go in that space. We've got a radiator to go back onto that wall underneath the window. and we've got a radiator that needs to go back onto this wall here. So we have had a good old productive day. We've all really worked hard. Isaac took 7 days to put the dishwasher in. So we'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get this job pretty much near completion. Good morning. We have only got a couple of days left on this job. We have done pretty well. So far we are 6.5 weeks into this job, so we've not done too bad in what we've achieved, and that is knocking out the bottom of the building, putting in a steel, removing 2 load-bearing walls, converting the garage, installing the kitchen, and renovation of a living room, as well as alterations to the staircase. So I'll flip around, you can have a look, I'll show you what we've got left to do before we can officially say we're finished, and then I'll let you know what the timetable is for that, and we can then put some time lapses on. So I'll flip you around and you can have a look. So the goal for this morning is we are going to box this in. We're going to create almost a little meter cupboard with a door that opens, and that way it can be painted and it hides all of these meters. We're going to continue the skirting all the way around, and then we're going to come up the stairs and we are going to sort this step out. So if you remember me saying in one of my earlier videos, what we did was we took this step and we turned it upside down. So we have put the trimmer above the step as opposed to below the step, and that has allowed us to get rid of a bulkhead downstairs, so we've got a nice flat ceiling for our kitchen. So we need to essentially just bring another piece of timber. We need to bring this up level and then bring another piece of timber over the top of the bullnose so it's like the rest of the stairs. And downstairs we have sort out in here. So Matt's just PVA'ing all of this, ready for it to be plastered. This is going to be plastered on Tuesday. Once it's plastered, we can then come in and put the last little bit of skirting on. The toilet, the wall-hung toilet is not in yet because we had a piece missing from the toilet when it was delivered to us, and because we bought it from an online company, we've had to go back to that company and request another piece to be sent out. So we are just waiting for that, and because of that the toilet has not been hung yet. We've got our shelf on. It's pretty dark in here, so you might not be able to see much, but we've got our shelf on, so we've used a piece of the countertop just to make it look nice, and then the toilet is hung. The sink is hung. That's all ready to accept some water. We've got the utility, which is all done now. Washing machine going in there. So jobs that need to be completed are, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 radiators to put on. We have got, don't know if you can see, we have got the second fix for the sink to be completed. We've got the upstand on here and the window board to put on. We've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 doors to put on, and then we've got to make just some small alteration to this chimney here, and then we can get some paint on there and the last piece of skirting. So really that is all we have got left on this job. If we were to hit it kind of full time with everyone here at the same time, we'd probably get it done in 2 days, and we'd be able to walk off and say job complete in 2 days. But I've got a subcontracting electrician, subcontracting plumber, subcontracting kitchen fitter, and a subcontracting plasterer, and they all need to kind of come in when they can. So we are not going to be officially finished on this job until Wednesday next week. We are on Thursday at the moment. So we'll see how much we get done today. We'll set up a time lapse and you can watch us work. we have got the kitchen, second fix going in now. So that's been wired in. All of these have been wired in. We've got socket on there. We've got a socket there as well. So that's been wired in. So we are nice and happy. Everything on here is now going to work. Just dealing with the step. Is there a step?
No. It's the skirting at the bottom of the stairs.
Skirting at the bottom of the stairs.
For the cupboard for the meter box.
Roger that. So I'll take you through, I'll show you what we've done. We've just made a little frame to go on the meter box, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put a door on there, and that can be painted, put a potted plant on there or something, and then we're going to skirt around it. Put a bit of skirting there, and then we're going to get some skirting up at the top there once as it's dealt with the step. We've made a start, but the electrician obviously had to switch power off, so we had to stop, but we are back on power now. So what we've done is we've put a strip of ply there, and then we're going to put the floorboard, or we're going to create a new floorboard out of the ply that we got left, and just create a little step which will bow-nose off here, and then we are good to go. Are we going to put a face plate on here just to hide this trimmer?
I made the assumption that they were going to be having the stairs recarpeted, so I wasn't going to, but I can do.
Yeah, I think just in case.
What I'll have to do though is, if we're doing that, I'll have to the top bit that's replacing the floorboards, that'll have to come out an extra sort of 18mm to obviously account for the depth of the trimmer, unless we just use some of that hardboard just to cover it, because it's not going to be structural or anything, is it? It's just so that you can't see the screws.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of options there.
Right, okay, let's do that with the hardboard. We'll put some hardboard on there just to cover the screws, and that way when the carpet goes over, there's something nice and flat with no indents or marks or holes in it to hide. So I will let the lads get on.
While you've got that, do you want to see the detail that I've done for down there?
Let's have a look at the detail. Come on, then.
Obviously, problem that we've run into is that the skirting is taller than this bit of trim at the side of the stairs.
Yep.
So if I cut that flush, you'll then see the exposed edge of the MDF.
Yep.
So I've cut a little 45. That's what we call a return, and then that way it continues the moulding around.
Yep.
It means that bit can be decorated, and it just finishes off a little bit nicer than just having a blank end.
Absolutely beautiful. We're all about the details, belt and braces and all. Right, we'll set up a time lapse and we'll watch some more work. So we've managed to get this piece of skirting in. We've got this made, and this piece of ply is for the door. We've got a skirting around here all done with a nice return on here. And then if we go up the stairs, Isaac's done a fantastic job with the skirting following and going down the stairs. So yeah, he's done a great job with that, and we've managed to get this step in now, so we are happy with these stairs. When we come in tomorrow morning, first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit this sliding door. So we've got a rail mechanism which will run across there. This here is our door. We'll have a T-piece which will go on the floor, which will allow the door to track, but in order to get it to work properly, we're going to have to groove or router a groove in the bottom of the door. We'll also get that door in there, and we'll get this utility door in there. So that door has been cut down ready for that, and this door, perfect size, will fit nicely in there. Our customers very kindly made us a coffee and walnut cake. It is delicious. It's kept us sustained all day. And tomorrow we are going to be having a funeral for my Hortifor's bricklayer's tape measure because it is broken. So the lads will say some words, and we've not decided whether to cremate it or bury it yet. We will. Well, it all depends on what the tape measure would have wanted. So we will have a funeral for the tape measure tomorrow. Yeah, I'll just kind of open it up and see. Yeah, it doesn't. It is completely and utterly broken, which is a shame because this is my favourite tape measure. I've had 2 of these and I'm going to be buying another one, but I need to mourn this one first before I jump into a relationship with another tape measure. So that will be done tomorrow. So, exceptionally proud of my my handle. Put my handle on, put my latch in. It's all nice and flush, nice and snug. And just as I was giving myself a victory high five, I realised I've put the handles on upside down. That is why I lay bricks and Isaac does stuff with wood.
We've all done it.
So I shall turn these the right way around. It's very simple. We just unscrew that, unscrew the handle, and just swap the handles around, basically. So it's a 5-minute job, but yeah, it's a good job, but we love our job. So Isaac's got the rail screwed in now where it needs to be. It's just putting the door onto the track. Trying to. Apparently, it's very, very fiddly. As you can see, you ain't got much room to stick your sausage fingers in there, have you?
No. I mean, I don't have the biggest hands in the world, but they're not particularly massive.
Not like my brookies hands.
Am I going to do that?
Let's leave him to it. Isaac's drilling metal. Has he got his goggles on? Yes, he has. Well done. There'll be no more weeks off work for Isaac.
Not because of metal in my eye, at least.
All day now. Another door done. This time we've got the handles on the right way round. That's when a brickie tries to be a carpenter. But we are happy with these doors. So we've got these little flush handles. Cake is almost gone. We've got these little flush handles here. They will sit into this door there. That way we've got door handles for the customer to open the door with. And then we're just making a few small alterations to this. So the door doesn't come this, it stops kind of there. And obviously we want the door to come past this so we can have a bit of privacy in the toilet. So that's why Isaac's been re-drilling these, let's have a look. Those holes right there. So we can just move it along a little bit and then we get the door to cover that side and that side. Goodbye tape measure. You've been with me for 18 months now, and I'm going to miss you. I will replace you, but I'll give it a few weeks. And in the words of Mac from The Predator, whoever dropped you, they will come back, and when they do, I'm going to cut their name in two. I'm going to cut their name in two.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I'm afraid I don't know the rest.
Hello, we have now finished in our Cat's Hill kitchen renovation and garage conversion. I will swing around, you can have a look, and you can see what we have done in 7 weeks, well, 7.5 weeks. So this is the living room. So we've put new flooring down in the living room as we have done in the kitchen. We have re-skimmed this living room. We've done a few bits and pieces to the fireplace. We've got all of the skirting down and the architrave. The customers have been busy painting here. So they've been whitewashing all these walls and experimenting with colours that they're going to have on the walls. I think the fireplace is going to be a bit darker than the rest of the walls, so it stands out as a feature. We've got a nice standing radiator in. This here was our concrete lintel, which opened up this area here. And then our beam is here. Our beam is there running across. If you remember, the beam went to the edge, and then we had a T-section which sits across this window here to allow us to have this window where the sink is. So our beam is there. We have got lovely skylights. So between the colour of the paint, colour of the floor, the skylight, the new window, the floor to ceiling window and the patio door, this entire downstairs space has been completely lit up, which is wonderful. We've got our nice new door in, and we have also touched up this lobbyway here. We've made a small electrical cupboard for the customer, and we have managed to alter the top of this step here so as to get rid of the bulkhead which was downstairs. And then this here is our nice new kitchen. It's absolutely beautiful, it is. All the appliances. We've got the integrated dishwasher. So we are very, very happy with this build. The only thing that's left is our wall hung toilet. Now, we've had a bit of an issue with this because we made the mistake of ordering this toilet from Victoria Plumb. A mistake we'll not be making again. What's happened is it's come without a part. The part was missing, and Victoria Plumb have been trying to source this part for the last 3 weeks for us, and they haven't been able to find it, and they're refusing to break open another toilet to get the part and send it to us without purchasing another toilet. And we won't accept a refund or return on this because it's been partly installed already. So do not shop at Victoria Plumb. We have got a nice sliding door for the bathroom, and then we have got our utility with washing machine there, bit of storage space for hoovers, things like that. So overall, we are very happy with this job. We've got it blasted off in 7.5 weeks, and the customer's very happy as well. And who should turn up but our building inspector. He has come to do the final sign off, and we are then done and dusted.